Yes, so the name of my film is Dance My Doll, and it's a short animation, stop motion animation about Swedish migration politics, but from different angles. So through the film we follow like the activists and the people that are affected by the migration decisions who have to leave the country, but also the people who make the decisions, so the people working at the migration board. So the title is supposed to kind of give this feeling that all these, like it's dolls in the film because it's a stop motion, and that they're all kind of forced to do these, like have these behaviors. So in our society we kind of give all these different characters different roles, and somehow they are just like puppets. So that's, yeah, a bit the idea with the title. I've been living in Sweden for 7 years. I'm from the Netherlands originally. And when I moved to Sweden, I thought it was a really good country to come to if you were a refugee. But then I saw I got many friends that came as refugees to Sweden, like many from Afghanistan, and they lived with my family for a while. And they had really strong asylum reasons, but they all got negative decisions, so none of them got a residency in Sweden, and they all had to flee again from Sweden to other parts of Europe, since they didn't want to get deported by force, of course. So when I saw that, I just, my eyes opened for the fact that it's not as safe as all as often portrayed. I mean, Sweden is a country that, from the outside, it's portrayed as a very kind and human country, but then from the inside there's actually things happening that are really not respecting human rights. So that's a bit, where the idea came from. I started making the film after some of my friends had to leave the country. I guess I'm more change the form based on the story, or the format based on the story. So for this film it was okay, I cannot, people who live illegally in Sweden, I cannot film them in a documentary in the more classic way, so I would need to find a way to make them anonymous. And then I also wanted to work with portraying all these different characters in the same way, because usually of course the illegal people, they are portrayed with much less respect in a way in film, and I wanted to kind of make it equal, so they are all these dolls that move a bit like this. So I guess I changed, depending on the subject I choose for the film, I kind of change what format I want to use. But this was the first time I made an animation, so it's really new to me, yeah.